Hello everybody and welcome back to RainBro Crafts. My name is Colton and today Zac will be showing you how we make our Mojito soap. This is a really nice blend of citrus with some mint added in there to kind of cut through that sweetness. Stay tuned and watch how we make our Mojito soap. Let's make this Mojito soap. We will start out this soap like we always do by mixing our lye water into our plant-based oil blend, and that custom blend recipe is down in the description box below. It is palm oil free, it is vegan obviously, and it just produces a really great bubbly soap bar, so definitely check that out. We will then blitz that up with our stick blender and strain in our colloidal oatmeal slurry to get all those lumps and bumps out of that mixture, just to create a nice smooth finished bar, and then we'll blitz that up as well. This soap we have been making since the first year we did soap. Obviously the design has changed a little bit, but this fragrance oil of the mint, the sugar, the lemon, the citrus, and the pomelo is just a nice refreshing blend that if you like citrus, you have to check it out. We have that suspended with some kaolin clay that's been soaking for about 8 hours to anchor that fragrance. Even though this scent doesn't necessarily need that, it's kind of just a habit for us. And then we'll whisk that in. Zac likes to do this by hand, so that's what he did here. And then he'll portion off about a quarter of that soap base and pour in a nice sunshiny yellow color. This soap in the end will actually have 4 different colored soap base sections in it. There will be a nice sunshiny yellow. There will be a portion that is just this uncolored soap base, so kind of like a creamy pale white. And then there will be a limey green section that Zac's mixing together right now. And we'll just hand whisk that lime green section to get the color well incorporated. And then he'll do a couple passes with this green color, and then actually we'll be adding some additional colorant to this base. So we're not dirtying another dish, which is a win in our book, but then also getting an additional color interest, which will be a deeper, darker minty green than this light, like sagey green that is in here. On top of that green section, Zac will go in with that sunshiny yellow and do a couple more drop swirls through that soap base. One perk of hand whisking is that you can manage the consistency of the soap a little bit easier than with the stick blender, and you can get this smooth kind of liquidy texture to do all of these little fine drop swirls. We'll then mix in some more colorant, a darker green, and if I'm remembering correctly, this is actually spinach powder that we got in a little kind of care package from Nature's Garden, and we were pretty excited to utilize that. And it's kind of hard to see the difference in color on screen, but when we show the finished bar, it definitely is more noticeable. And like you probably have heard me say before, certain colors kind of go through a color shift in soap batter. I've noticed greens kind of do it. It's hard to get a nice green color in this like air quotes raw soap batter stage, but when it's fully cured, the green is much more vibrant and kind of more what you would hope it looks like. And then after we've done all of those little micro drop swirls, Zac will go in with some mica suspended in some oil and just do some drizzles. And actually that's not mica, sorry, that is more of that spinach powder mixed with a little tiny bit of mica to give a little shimmer, but a nice green kind of swirl on the top there. And then we'll go in with that chopstick and do some kind of like spirals, and then follow that up really quickly with a fork, with our soap fork. and this soap batter is still fairly liquidy. So this, more than anything, is giving a kind of like drag effect through the color to kind of do, it kind of looks like watercolor, to pull that color through that uncolored soap batter. And it's a really pretty effect. And then we'll go over that kind of swirly S design as well with that fork to give even more of that kind of watercolory texture, if you will. If you have been enjoying these videos and you haven't already, definitely subscribe. We have been cranking out 2 videos per week, it's really fun to see, even in the past couple months, how far we've come in terms of soap production, video production, just everything. So definitely subscribe if you haven't done that. Also comment, maybe share with me a scent of soap that you would like to see us make, and if we make it, we'll maybe send you a couple bars as a thank you gift. After tucking that soap slab away for 24 hours, it is time to unmold and break that soap down into soap loaves with our slab splitter. You can see how different that green mica looks from technically the day before to now. It is much paler, and that's not soda ash. The actual inside the bar is that same kind of light green. So it was nice to have that contrast between the darker spinach mica mixture and then the lighter green mica as well. Now we will break out Dorothy, our multi-bar slicer, and get to making those slabs into bars of soap. Apparently there was something on the cutter that Zac didn't like there. And here is that middle section. You can see that good definition of color between the dark mica, the light mica, that sunshiny yellow, and then the uncolored soap base. It is a really nice effect. And then with that kind of like snaky, watercolory top, it's a really pretty bar overall. So very pleased with that. Alright, and we are just about done with our Mojito soap. This soap, along with all of our other Citrus in July soaps, will be available for sale July 1st online and in person, so definitely check that out. If you do want to support the channel, we have a subscription service. You can get your name at the end of the video, soaps of the month, discount codes, and some other fun things, so definitely check that out if you're interested. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see what RainBro Crafts comes up with next. Bye.